Number 1, would you say is positive, negative, or no correlation?
No correlation.
Good job. For the second one, would you say it's positive, negative, or none?
Negative.
This one is negative. How do you know that?
Because it's going down.
They're falling down. How about the third one?
Positive.
Positive. It's going in the general direction of going in the going up. How about the fourth one?
Positive.
Positive. And how about the fifth one?
Negative.
We're falling down. How about the sixth one?
No correlation.
No correlation. Good. So notice with all of them that say positive or negative, I was able to like draw a line like through them and through the direction. Number 1 and number 6, I can't draw an arrow, right, to point where they're going. They're kind of everywhere. Yep, they're definitely everywhere. Which one would you say has the strongest correlation? What do you think would be strong?
3.
Is it 4 or is it
Yeah, 4.
6?
4.
So 4 would be the strongest. So that what do you think that means 6 is going to be? The weakest, yeah. So to be strong means they're really close together. So 4 is a very strong positive. 5 is a very strong negative. 2 and 3 are still positive and negative. They're just not as strong. Shh. And then 1 and 6 are definitely the weakest. Okay? Alright, we'll get more into like details of correlation tomorrow. So we're just getting the general idea today. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Number 7 already. A history teacher asked her students how many hours of sleep they had the night before a test. The data below shows the number of hours the students slept and their score on the exam. Plot the data on a scatter plot. So each one of these is going to get their own point on the plot. Okay? So my first point is 8 and then 83.
So that would be a little bit above the 80.
Yeah. Right there. Do we agree? Okay. So we're going to give each one of these a point. So we did that one. 786.
So it would be right above the 80.
Yeah, a little bit above your 5. 7 again, but now it's 74.
Right below the 75.
Mm-hmm. Back to 8 hours of sleep, but they got an 88
So a little bit.
in between. Hey, it's fine. He is... Hey, I don't mind. You're doing great. Thank you. 6 hours of sleep and 76 on the test. So here's 6, a little bit above the 75. I appreciate your help.
I don't.
5 hours of sleep and a 63 on the test. So we're in between 60 and 65, excuse me. 7 hours of sleep and a 90. 4 hours of sleep, and a 60. 9 hours of sleep and an 89. So really close to that 90. And then 7 hours of sleep and an 81. So just barely over that 80. Okay? I don't have it. I haven't seen it. I don't have one. I'm sorry. Alright, so looking at this, do we have our points before I keep talking? Are we okay? Okay. So, would you agree there's kind of a positive correlation between hours that you've slept and the grade on a test?
Yeah.
So they're saying the more hours you sleep, you probably will do better on a test. Okay? That's what this data is showing. That the less hours sleep you get, the lowest scores were correlated to those. Okay? So this has a positive correlation.
So you got, or whatever that is, a 77 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then a 90, but 8 hours and 88.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a perfect line. They're just saying in general. Yeah, in general, the trend looks like the more hours of sleep you get, you could predict to do better on the test. We know there's other stuff, right, like studying. We know those things are factors. They're just seeing, is there a correlation between sleep and a test grade? Like, could that affect it? All right. Ready to go to the back? Yep. Okay. So we're going to go to the back. We have one more graph. And then the bottom half, we're just going to try to do, where is it? Yeah, the bottom half, we're just going to say positive, negative, or none. Okay? So here we go. Let's make a scatter plot. Okay? Assume that during a 3-hour period spent outside, a person recorded the temperature and their water consumption. The experiment was conducted on 7 randomly selected days during the summer. The data is shown in the table below. So we have day 1 through 7, right? That's a whole week. The temperature and the water consumption. What am I going to actually plot? Because there's 3 different data things, but what are we going to... Yes, good. We're only going to plot the temperature? No. We're going to plot the temperature and the water consumption, okay? So our first one, and it's even labeled for you on the graph, okay? The temperature is 99, but the water consumption is 48. Shh. If I try to find 99 on the bottom, why can't I find it? Because that's not temperature, right? They have water labeled for the bottom. Y'all, please stop talking. There's too much talking going on. Okay? They have water labeled for the bottom and the temperature labeled for the side. Okay? So that's why you can't see 99 on the bottom. So temperature 99 on the side. Go over to water consumption of 48, and there's our first point. Okay. Temperature of 85, 27 is going to be just before the 28 on the back. Temperature is 97, so in between, over to 48 again. Temperature is 75. Water is 16 ounces. Temperature is 92. Water is 32. Temperature is 85. Water is 25. And then temperature is 83. And water is 20. Okay. Yeah, Joelle says that it's a positive correlation. Do you agree? Could you draw an arrow through this?
Yeah.
Yes, and would it go up or would it go down? If you tried to draw an arrow, I would agree it's going up, right? So this is showing a positive correlation. So what does that mean about temperature and drinking water? What does that mean about temperature and drinking water? Yeah, the hotter the temperature, the more water you're drinking. That's what that's showing. Does that logically make sense? If it's hotter outside, are you going to drink more water? Yes, that makes sense.
I'm going to drink Gatorade.
Okay.
Just located.
Any questions on either one of those? We're good? All right, now we're going to go to the bottom half. So we're going to see, 8 through 15, they give us situations, and they're trying to decide if they're going to be a positive, a negative, or none of the above. Okay, does everyone have the top one? So if we have the number of hours a person has driven and the number of miles driven, do you think that's going to be positive or negative or nothing?
Nothing.
So would hours drive affect the miles I'm driving? Yes. Would they both go up? Yes. So this is positive.
The number of siblings you have in the grade.
Okay, next we have the number of siblings a student has and the grade they have in math class. Do you think it matters how many siblings you have? with what your grade is? No. So this is going to be no correlation. If one's not going to like affect the other, there is no correlation. Okay? The age of a car and the value of a car. Okay? Because as the car gets older, the value goes down. So that is a negative. I know, and then it gets to be an antique, and then it goes back up again. It's saying in general. In general. Without revamping it in any way. Okay? Alright, this is dating the question. The number of weeks a CD has been out and the total sales. Do you know what a CD is? Okay. I don't know. The number of weeks a CD has been out and the total of sales. You think it's positive? I would say like the longer it's out, the more it's going to get sold. Yep. I would agree it's positive. Alright, the number of years. Hey, listen. This is a general question, not special cases. In general, the number of years a person went to school and their income. In general, that is positive. Yes, I know there's special cases, but in general, the longer you're in college, the more degrees you get, that increases your pay. Like as a teacher, the more degrees you have, our pay scale goes up. Okay, that is true. Okay. But we don't do it for the money. We do it for y'all. That's why we're here. All right, the number of songs downloaded on your y'all. The number of songs downloaded on your iPod and the amount of memory available. It is negative. The more songs you get, the less room you're going to have to download. So this is negative. All right. The amount of time spent on the computer, instant messaging your friends, and the number of computers in your house. No correlation. One is not like connected to the other. Does that make sense? That's why. The age of a house and the number of people living in the house. No correlation. There you go. Good job. So this is very like logic thinking. Do we agree? Okay, good. Good.